we are in Newcastle. Just arrived, and here is three lesser spotted Essex animals buying their tickets. Yes. How you feeling, Mikey? Excited?
No.
Ah, huh?
Yeah, I'm loving life.
Yeah. You think you're going to make it to the end?
Oh, no.
No.
I am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're about to go to Gateshead. No one's ever been excited about that ever.
Yeah, but are you going to make it to the end of the wall walk?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be riding Pat's corpse as a slave on the end of it, but
This is not the London Underground. Okay, we're geared up, we're ready to go, we're off to Wallsend. Look at the excitement in the faces of the people that are about to partake in this magnificent adventure.
it's only a stroll.
So there we go, off to Wallsend. Yeah, we're hungry. Okay, so here we are at the beginning of Hadrian's Wall. 84 miles to Mayo Roman Fort in Bowness on Solway, apparently. Here we go, here's the troops.
We recorded all this voiceover beforehand so the cameraman can catch it.
So, exciting, here we go, the walk starts. Bit of wall, exciting. Alright, we'll restart when we've made some progress. Newcastle upon Tyne. Hadrians Augustus. Randomly, there appears to be a horse just tied up and loose. Well, not loose, but you know, just tied up. Mikey's going to make friends. Very nice. How was the horse, Mikey?
Nervous.
Ah, that's a shame. Okay, so what's happened here is we've followed a route that wasn't signposted for the Hadrian's Wall walk, and the little road that we're walking down bends and goes the other way. But it's all good, we're just going to take this random path straight through some weird shit and hope it goes the right way. It's the right kind of general direction. So, and it looks like at least 4 other people have walked this way at some point in their lives. So, yeah, through the jungle we go. Yeah, oh, hang on, look. There's actually a stair rail this way. It might not be quite so horrific. And there's the River Tyne. Very nice. First view of that, really. Very good. Alright. So we've just about calculated that we've done 3.2 miles-ish so far. So we're about 20% of the way on day one. Very nice. There's some more of the Tyne. Boat out there. Everyone's still going strong, no one's died yet. Although Mikey's bag is hanging on by one strap, but you know, win some you lose some. Looks like we're coming into a nice harbour. There's a sign there saying Hadrian's Way, showing us that we are en route and not deviating too horrifically. Here we go. Nice harbour, boat, a lovely bridge. Predator. Okay, back soon. Okay, Newcastle seems to be running out of bridges. So we've just had something to eat, we had a little break, took our shoes off, dried our socks out. We're just over a third of the way now, we're about 6 miles in. Newcastle is running out of bridges. As you can see, most of the bridges are now behind us. Now we just keep following down against the River Tyne, following this path. It's pretty much been concrete all the time so far. It's a little bit hard on the feet, but it's all good. Everyone's feeling groovy. There's Pat doing his shoelace up for about the 5th time. Very nice. But yeah, as you can see, we're starting to sort of leave the centre of Newcastle now, heading out. Hopefully we'll get into some slightly greener scenery at some point today. We've done 5 miles when we sat down to eat, and now we've got about 10 miles to go before we get to camp. So we'll just keep cracking on. Alright, so we've walked through a lot of residential area and sort of commercial, and now we're going up this lovely little lane, Hadrian's Way via Newburn. And now we're heading up, still concrete unfortunately, just at least it's off the road. How are you feeling, Pat?
Very good, very good. Looking forward to a hot chocolate and a pint.
Haha, lovely. And there's Keen Eddie, just up ahead, with his Sherpa Mikey.
They're sticking.
Yeah. Old Keen Eddie's been trying to motor ahead, because that's just how he is. Not much of a team player, to be honest. But,
just the denim crew.
He's here for light entertainment. There's someone running towards us. It's very exciting. Okay, so that's us for the moment. We're about 7.5 miles in. Got about 7.5 miles to go. Woo! The beautiful countryside. Hey there, Mikey.
Hi.
Good?
Yeah,
We're about 11.5 miles in now.
I want to go home.
You might go home. Fair enough, you've got 11.5 miles back the other way. Yeah, we're on our way to Newham, hopefully to get some food, have a little break. Yeah, we're about 11, I'd say probably about 11 miles in. We're aiming for 15 miles-ish today.
Is that live as well? Or you can do it?
So, yeah, probably got about 4 or 5 more miles max to walk. Probably over about 3.5, 4, yeah. So, Keen Eddie's still off in the foreground. So yeah, we've kind of moved away from the residential area. Now we're walking through country parks. Still got the option to work on concrete or the grass. It's alright really, we're making pretty good progress. We're significantly ahead of time. We were expecting to get there about 6-7 o'clock. We may even get there as early as 5. We'll see what happens. So, as you can see by this video, we're walking down a thoroughly exciting section of the walk. Very Roman, very straight, very unexciting. It's just straightness for straightness sake. I mean, put some bends in for God's sake. Some excitement in your life. But yeah, so that's us for, that's been a fair while really. As you can see, all the way back there. It's a straight, unexciting path. And then down here, it's just more. Hello Eddie, what's that?
Because you're not exactly Michael Palin.
No, I'm not.
I think somebody lives in a hut, see if they invite you in for tea and then have an interesting conversation with them about tea. Like Michael Palin with a travel documentary.
This is Eddie. He's keen. Look at him go.
He's paced out. That's troublesome.
say hi. Mind. Yes, we are going to be somewhere fairly soon where, if we're really lucky, we can have a pint. I have no idea. It's just this endless straight with no view because it's green. I mean, it's better than walking through Romford, yeah. We saw a really interesting shanty town made of sheds. It was quite interesting. And many horses, yeah, we've seen some horses.
Than you would expect.
Yeah, definitely more horses than you expect in the centre of a city. But yeah, so join us while we walk down this straight bit for a little while.
When you edit the video together, you've got to speak to many little music notes at the top. Reverse it halfway.
Oh, there's some stuff that isn't a straight line. Hey, we're coming up to a bridge. I'm excited. We've seen quite a few bridges today. I wonder how this one will compare to the others that we've seen. It's not a Millennium Bridge. It's a little bit rusty. This might be just the most fascinating video that ever appears on YouTube for people who are searching to watch people walk Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah, it is. I think you got a bridge too far, Rich.
Oh, here we go. There's some interesting graffiti on this bridge. Oh, we have Keen Eddie showing off his acrobatic skill. Oh, never before have I wanted someone to trip and smash their face on concrete. More than I did in that moment in time. But you win some, you lose some. Sorry people, you almost got to see something you hadn't seen before, but not this time. But anyway, back to, there's a bit of a bend ahead, but it's pretty much
too much excitement for this video.
More concreted green lane. So join us as we continue to walk Hadrian's Wall.
We haven't seen the wall yet.
Shadadadadum, shadadadadum, shadadadadum.
Is it? Yeah. I didn't watch the last year. I watched the Christmas special one. It was nice that the doctor did Goku Super.
Path's really easy to follow. There's signs everywhere, and you just got to follow that little acorn symbol. Yeah.
No, he's just commentating.
Why am I still recording? For the thousands of people that will watch this video and be thoroughly entertained by this green lane. That's just rude.
That's the prize at the end.
Oh, it's a local. Oh yeah, see? Some interesting architecture that can be seen through the trees. Looks well used. And as we come around the bend, we are faced with more of the same. It's very exciting. Anyway, so soon we will be somewhere else, and you will see where we are when we're there. So as you can see, the view is now significantly more exciting and beautiful than it was before. We're kind of on a similar sort of path, but at least to our left we no longer have bushline, and we have the beautiful Tyne River and some lovely electronic posts delivering electricity to many people. We've just gone through Newburn. We were going to stop there, but we're just going to crack on, soldier through. We've got approximately an hour's walk left. We're on schedule, so everything's hunky-dory. It's all going quite well. Keeping moving is key really. When you stop, everything starts to sting. Once you're moving, everything gets numb again, so it's good. Very exciting. Don't ride motorcycles down here because the police get sad.
Oh.
There you go. And here is Patrick Begley admiring the beautiful view.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's fucking wonderful.
There we go. Vicinities. That's how good the view is. Oh, bridge. See? Everything's significantly better and more. Oh, and look, a little river going into the bigger river. A tributary, you could even call it. A tributary. It's a very nice bit of bridgemanship. Solid. It's been there for tens of years, maybe more. Here we go. We pass through into a beautiful car park. There we go. Look, what a beautiful piece of water. You see as it cascades down into the River Tyne main. What more could you want? What more could you want? As good as it gets. Well, let's hope not. They could be better. It could be. It's the best so far. This is the best so far. Magnificent. I do love a bit of water. There's some rowers out on the river. How magnificent is this? Magnificent. We'll just look at this for a few moments.
Run that through the right filter. Slap it on Instagram.
How magnificent is this?
I'm incredibly magnificent. It's
Exactly.
right of you to point the camera.
Anyway, enjoy. Yeah, look, I felt the need to start this up immediately because not only was there a magnificent tributary and micro waterfall that pushed into the River Tyne, as we come round into this bend, the view is just astonishing. Look at it. The weather is beautiful. The company is average, but you know, it's better than being on my own. Kind of. But yeah, look at that. Spectacular. The rowers. There's nothing that can make your day just better than 4 rowers pulling themselves up a river. Magnificent. But yeah, genuinely, that is it's a thing of beauty. Rivers. Beautiful. Anyway, then we're coming right round the other side. There's a green, a little bit of a car park, and obviously somewhere where they launch boats. Tide's a little bit down at the moment, but yeah, beautiful. Right, so we've made our right turn to take us up towards Heading on the Wall, which is now pushing us more inland and towards our first stop of the night. I think we've still got a little ways to go. I'm not really 100% sure. Maybe a couple of miles. But we're definitely on the home straight. It's a nice yellow gate there. It's the best yellow gate I've seen all day. Look at that, boom, yellow gate. Fantastic. Dusty path. So now we're just heading off down a dusty path towards Heading on the Wall, which may well be just up there, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll find out fairly shortly. So, let's finish. Woo! So, we have just walked up an absolutely savage hill. I mean, we were right down by the river,
Yeah.
and now we're above everyone else.
Yeah, we're just coming up on.
So if you're staying at, or planning to stay at North Houghton Farm, Bunkhouse, just be aware that there is a savage hill to climb at the end of your long day's walk. Hopefully it'll be worth it once we get in there. I mean, the view is unbelievable.
This actually kind of makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get to see views like this unless you do things like this. So,
well,
it is what it is.
we could have driven it.
Well, we could have driven here, but not on a walking holiday. I mean,
it's crazy to think. I mean, if you look, we started off all the way over there.
Yeah, like we can.
Probably
we
over
can
the
see,
horizon from where we are now.
Well, yeah, we've probably walked further than we can currently see.
That's a good way to spend the day.
Very close, at least. So, yeah, we're almost at the top of this hill now. Not long to go to get to where we're staying tonight. Let's just have another look at the view. Beautiful. Woo! Hard work though. Okay, so after our savage hill walk at the end of last night, we've all rested nicely in Houghton North Farm. Fantastic place, really good. Definitely, if you worth the stay. Here are people refuelling with a decent breakfast. Yeah, very good. So, how do you feel?
My husband didn't marry me for my goodness.
I feel okay. My feet haven't forgiven me yet, but you know, the rest of it's okay.
I felt absolutely fine, actually. The only real pain I've got is in my shoulders and arms, but that's because I went to the gym today before we came, so...
He says that, but he did have to have just a little Savlon session a little while ago, so it's a slight lie. And there's Maggie. Anyway, I'm going to have breakfast. And then we're going to carry on walking. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, mate.
Yeah?
I'm feeling fantastic. Well, not fantastic, but I feel like
I feel like I could run the rest. Good. Thank you very much. My bacon sandwich has turned up, so I'm going to eat that. Day 2.
Day 2.
Ready for day 2? Packs are on.
Packs are on.
Suda creamed up.
Suda creamed up. I think we'll have a better run of it this morning, to be fair. I think we'll do more than... We did 5 miles before we stopped yesterday. I reckon we're probably going to do more than that before we stop today, because we've had a very, very, very nice breakfast.
I think that's a lie, but yeah.
If you are doing this, I highly recommend North Farm as a place to put up for the night. Absolutely wonderful.
Maggie, how you doing? You ready?
fine, yeah.
Day 3?
Day 2?
Day 2? Yeah. Skip today.
We've also just discovered that Mikey's pack is extra heavy because he forgot to unpack from his previous holiday and he's carrying 2 lots of clothes with him.
But taking this off it makes it easier to carry for me, so the
Yeah.
weight is now spread.
Yes, sir.
I don't know where we're going to stand.
I'm standing here. Right, we're going to have a photo taken. So, bye. So, here we go. We are at our first point of exceptional excitement today. We are crossing a field full of wild animals with no consideration to our own safety. We are passing through a field of highly dangerous, highly vicious black-faced sheep. They're known to be highly aggressive and attack you with wall form 5, which is...
Given the opportunity, Rich, a sheep would kill you and everyone you care.
Yeah, I know, that's what I thought about. How you feeling, mate? You scared? Look, he's looking right at you. Oh dear. Oh. So yeah, good day so far. We've been going for about maybe an hour, maybe not even that. We did take a small detour in the wrong direction, just because we could. Just because we had the ability to go a different way, so we decided to. There's the big boy ram over there, who's the daddy of the field. Rams are considered entirely harmless. It's just the ewes that are highly vicious. That's what we've heard anyway. So there's a little sign. There's a little sign in the field.
You beat me to that by literally about 0.2 of a second.
There's a little.
I hate myself for it.
There's a nice little sign in the field which gives battle instructions to the sheep, or something like that. Welcome to Vindobala, the Roman fort at Rochester. Yeah, there was something here that was completely different to how it is now. Beautiful views again today. Look at that. Beautiful. And then not so beautiful. But you know, it's just the way it is. A bit of an overcast day today, but it's quite nice to walk in. Nice and cool to start us off. Everyone's feeling pretty good. No one's horrifically injured yet, unfortunately, but there's still time for that. So yeah, for now we'll just keep putting one foot in front of the other and we'll move further towards our end goal. Okay, so here we have the first bridge of the day.
Bridge watch. I'm your host, Eddie Edwards. This is a bridge. fear, this stone thing, that's a nice bridge. I'll give you that, but we're not using that. We've been relegated to this thing. I don't like it. I'm not a fan, I'll be honest with you. I'm hoping our bridge game will improve throughout the day.
But did you get your feet wet?
No, I did not get my feet wet.
So the bridge did.
It's a bridge,
it's functional.
It's a bare minimum bridge, really. This is a 1 star. 1 star. Not a 0 star, it's not fatally flawed, but but it's definitely not got any of that.
I think Eddie's being a little harsh to this bridge. I mean, look at it. Not only does it have a functional gate, we have metal anti-slip on the floor, so if you're crossing here in icy weather, then you know you're not going to fall over. Nice curved ergonomic handrails as you go across. They could do with a lick of paint, but you know, nature is much more interesting. Maybe they were just going for the moss grip, so nice and soft on the hands. But oh, there's another little bridge there, a troll. It's more of an underpass for a trickle of water. Yeah, we are undulating slightly today. Very minor ups and downs in the edges of the farms. Yeah, but the view is beautiful. Still as beautiful as it was earlier. Yeah, we're following a road at the moment and just cruising over the undulations. We've stopped because we've come up to a curiosity, a curio of the local people. It's a harp made of chain and padlocks. What does it say? We've established what it says. What does it say? Ironside Farm. Funnily enough, the name of the farm that's just up there? Ironside. That's what it said. Ironside. Ironside.
We're going to come off again and cross over the road soon.
We're going to come off again. We have a book that we're utilising. What book is it? It is Hadrian's Wall Path by Henry Stedman. It's a very good book.
It's a very good book.
I thoroughly recommend that. Should you
hand-drawn maps?
Hand-drawn maps. Can't ask more than a hand-drawn map. Amazing. Yeah, we've just gone around. We didn't go round the farm. The path went round the farm. We were told not to do that. To just jump through a fence and walk down the road and save ourselves a few hundred metres of walking. Apparently the farmer just doesn't like people walking through his farm, so it makes us walk round. But screw him! We have avoided his system, and we just walked down the road. We walked down the road instead. His reign of terror against hikers will be thwarted by people such as us, brave hikers, braves. Yeah, so walking today is still happening. Probably will do for the foreseeable future. We will be walking further than we can see, so all of that will be behind us at some point in the future. And everything that is behind us, well, not everything that was behind us, but a lot of what is behind us was in front of us. That's just the nature of what's happening on this trip. So yeah, that's as exciting as it is right now. It's quite nice. It's a bit better than having the concrete on the floor as it was yesterday. At least we're walking across a mattress of grass. A little bit easier on the feet, a little bit more pleasant. Yeah, so very good. Progress will be made. Okay, so that's where we've been. Is it good?
It's good.
Okay, so we've come across another bridge.
This bridge. I feel this is the first unnecessary bridge. This is an easily comfortable distance.
Yeah, I mean it is stopping us from having to wade through a torrential tributary of the River Tyne.
It's I mean you've got two foot grips there. It's double posted at each end, so it's quite secure. I like this bridge. Simple, effective. It's got a rustic charm.
It's not trying too hard.
No, I think it's better than the previous bridge. It was trying too hard, but not cheap.
It's not the Eddie of bridges.
This is a good solid bridge.
It's okay, good. So let's utilise the facilities that have been put in front of us. Are you ready? Let's go. There we go. I crossed over. I didn't fall in. I didn't get my feet wet. Perfect. That's just what we need from a bridge. It has done its job. So now we shall continue up this vallum. Apparently, we are currently walking the Roman ditch. It's deeply historical and highly fascinating. It's a thing of wonder. Oh. Snack of champions, Fruisley. Pat's heading off into the distance. He's feeling quite keen today. He wants to get the walk. Okay, so there we go. Onwards and upwards through the vallum. Okay, so we have our next point of interest. We have a stone stile. How is it, Eddie? Comfortable? Usable? Functional? There we go. And then we go over. You can use a pole to stop yourself from falling if you're carrying one. And then try not to put all your weight on the left hand side because you'll fall off and smash your head on the grass. Oh, and then we'll jump because we're like that. For people who don't want to use the stile, some rebel has just kicked down the fence.
I've got no style.
And he's just gone straight through. Like an animal. Yeah. So please don't kick down walls because you don't want to climb over a stile. That's not in the spirit of things. We're walking through what can only be described as a small copse. First foray into any kind of woodland for quite a while actually. Some trees, as you tend to find in woodland, and a path going through that's a bit rooty, but it's adequate. Yeah? Oh, look at that, beautiful, look at that view. Bit of rapeseed, then off to a giant lake. Very good. Many litres of water in that lake. I mean, I couldn't even begin to guess. Millions of litres of water. Ooh, almost died. Oh, look. We have a fallen tree with a small pond that's growing. Okay, fair enough. Apparently it's a very, very shallow lake, only holding 10 litres of water. I'm not convinced, but we shall see. And then we come to a wall pass. This one's an official wall pass. You can tell by the slab of concrete in between the two bits of wall. It's not just some nasty person kicking down ancient history. Yeah, and there we go. We shall continue to walk beside a bit of wall. I'm not convinced this is actually Hadrian's wall. I think this is just a farmer's border. Oh, you've got the book. You've got the book. Yeah, I'm almost positive this isn't any part of Hadrian's wall. Maybe the stones from it, but this is just a farmer putting his borders up because, you know, felt like it. Maybe he didn't have enough hedge to go all the way down. Yeah, so we're going to continue walking. How are you feeling?
I'm alright.
Yeah, chaffage good?
Chaffage is fine, yeah.
Okay, splendid. Patrick suffering with chafe.
A bout of chafe.
One day in. Anyway, so we continue to walk. Beautiful views all around. The weather's perfect for walking in, really. It's overcast, but small breeze. Not hot, not cold. Lovely. Couldn't ask for a better days for it, really. And you can come with us for a little while on this beautiful stretch. Patrick Begley's. What pack are you using, Pat? What pack is it that you're using?
I'm sporting the Quechua 4-class 40 Air today. I mean, it's
not for the larger gentleman, really, is it? It's not working out for you.
No, I mean, I am quite impressed with the kidney pouches. It's a new feature. I mean, they normally, obviously, more traditionally go for the hip pouch, but they've decided to opt for kidney pouch.
Is it a kidney pouch just for people of your girth, or is it a kidney pouch for all?
No, by design.
Okay.
By design, clearly kidney pouch. But you know, it's okay. I mean,
How many litres is it?
how many litres? It's a 40.
40 litres. Now, some people think 40 litres for the whole of the Hadrian's Wall camp. Well, one word for you, and that is
Ultralight.
ultralight. Patrick is a big fan of the ultralight mentality. Likes paying 3 times as much for 5% less weight.
I mean, you wouldn't think a microfiber towel of this size could dry a man of my girth and stature, but that's where you'd be wrong. If you adopt the ultralight approach, anything's possible.
And there we go, there we have it. Microfiber towels. Squeegeeing water off fat men in 2017. Okay, so here we are, points of interest again. We're crossing another bridge. And what we're doing right now is, this is Hadrian's Wall's most documented Super Nintendo. It is the most photographed Super Nintendo across the whole length of the Hadrian's Wall. You can probably play it if you put power to it. And there's a PlayStation right here. This I believe to be Hadrian's Wall's second most photographed PlayStation. I think there's another one that's more photographed along the way, but we'll establish that as we walk. But that is definitely Hadrian's Wall's most photographed Super Nintendo system built into a wall. So yeah, we walk up, we join a bit of road, and we believe stop number 1 is just up here on the right hand side in the form of a public house. Keen Eddie has shot off into the distance. I think he might need to use it. Well, normally I'd say I think he might need to use the facilities, but he just is that keen. He just wants to get involved and be at the front. Yeah, so we're heading up here. We get some food, have a little drink. Probably no shots. We'll probably leave it to the next pub before Jaeger bombing it up. Not sure, it depends. They might have a special offer. If it's like 4 for £6, we might have a couple. This is the Robin Hood Bar and Restaurant. It's open to the public all year round apparently. So any time that you're here you can go in, except for when it's closed. So yeah, very interesting as you walk with us on Hadrian's Wall. April 2017. Here we go, Robin Hood Bar and Restaurant, as the weary travellers eye their prize. For 5 miles on 1/3, or just under 1/3 of day 2, we're doing 18 miles to Colliford, we believe. However, if we are really tired, 15 miles, there is also a campsite. Mr. Keen Eddie, you're here for your prize, how do you feel?
Good. What do you want to drink?
Oh, something. I'll have a hard lemonade. Just lemonade. Yeah, I'll have a lemonade.
Lemonade, Coke.
Loads of ice. A bit of lemon, bit of lime. Bring out the menu if there is one. We're hungry. Patrick?
We are hungry.
Hungry?
Well, yeah. You know, mild to middling ravenous.
This is the sort of man that needs fuel.
I am awake, so I need to take serious breakfast for the day.
Okay, is
Otherwise, me. As you can see, I'm just wasting my stuff.
Right, so we've just had lunch down at the Robin Hood pub. Absolutely amazing, delicious food. And we've come to another bridge, so we thought we'd start the documentation again. We've just walked through a bit of the Vallum. As you can see, it's doing what it needs to do. That's capturing water. They're not Scottish people at the moment. They haven't done that for a little while. We now come to another bridge, stone-edged. This has been supported by the Heritage Lottery Fund. A worthy cause if I ever did come across one.
Similar to the first one we spoke about today, but a little bit longer. Not much to add. Not further to the ball, 5 minutes.
It's going to get us across the Vallum though.
It is.
So here we go, we're crossing the Vallum. Not for the first time today. Here we go. There we go, one bridge crossed. Splendid, some steps. And then we follow up side of farmer's field. Oh, look, there's a farmer's cat hunting something as it's slinking through the undergrowth. Don't normally see cats this far outside of a house, but you know, farm cats, probably chasing a rabbit or a rat. You can see it just sneaking through the undergrowth. But yeah, so we're walking up. Apparently soon, according to the book that we've got, there's a vallum of spectacular beauty coming up. We will redocument when we get to that.
I assume this is in Hadrian's Hall itself. Alan Bolster put, yeah, Hadrian was a Mega Drive fan.
So there we go.
Have you seen the one I posted?
That was on that post.
Yeah.
Tell the world, Eddie, what did you post?
No, they can see it on Facebook. Follow me on my social media.
Oh, I don't know. I have now just seen that post.
So here we are at the place described by a local who has been unnamed, that this vallum is so deep that even whilst riding a horse you cannot see over the top of it. But we're not allowed to walk through it because it's not part of the path. We have to walk next to the wall down this barbed wire fence.
Described by Stedman, the authority on the area, as a fantastic vallum. And I think we are all in agreement. This is one of the better vallums that we've seen.
It is some solid earthworks.
If I was to meet him, I would shake his hand and buy him.
Which guidebook is it that you? What was it again? Would you tell the people watching what book was it again? We did show it earlier, but let's remind people lest they forget.
Stedman's Hadrian Wall Path. Very, very good guide. Yeah, it's comprehensive. I'll pull it out for you again.
We've already seen it once. We don't need to see it again. I just don't
You're
want people.
going to see it again.
I just don't want people to forget. Here we go.
Okay.
Henry Stedman, 4th edition.
Yeah, it's the 4th
You
edition.
don't get the 3rd edition. It's old news.
Yeah, yeah.
59 large scale maps.
And how much was it?
It was approximately, I think it was about £10.
At £10. That's
£11.99.
That's less than £2 a day worth of value.
We should be pointing out that the 4th edition will be worthless soon, because this is modern, this is up-to-date pricing. And, well, you know, Brexit.
Yeah, so we're going to chill here and look at the mounds for 10 minutes or so, and then we shall continue to walk in a direction we haven't been in yet. Right, have fun. So after the joys of, well, an exquisite piece of vallum, and there's some more lovely bit of earthworks just up here on the left-hand side, we have been promised a giant stone. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's just above the ridge, just coming up here. Apparently it's a good place for a rest. That's what we've heard. We already took our rest, so you know, if you want to walk a bit further and have a rest, there's a perfectly big stone here that you can lean against. Oh, look at that beautiful view. Come around over here. As we head up to the crest of this earthworks, just drops down into a little valley. Beautiful. Perfect spot for mountain boarding by the looks of things. So if you do this walk, bring your mountain board with you. Have some fun on the vallums. Or valli, maybe they're called. Yep, just coming up here, I believe, is the giant stone that we've been promised. In fact, it looks like there might even be more than one giant stone. It could be a right treat. Oh, apparently it's not giant, it's large. Okay, we got rid of that because that was spoiling what was quite serene. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 large rocks, 1 small piece of a rock. I think it may have been the same vandals that kicked down the wall earlier, have smashed the corner off one of these pieces of rocks. That's right, Eddie's going to glue it back in place. But yeah, here we go. In fact, there's another one there that's possibly even 4 large rocks and a piece of a large rock. But yeah, earthworks, up and down, lumpy bumpy, vellum. Very nice, beautiful sight, straight out, look at that. You can see further than you could if you weren't up on top of this hill. Do you agree?
I don't know. I'll just go down the bottom and check.
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, very nice. If you come here, you get to see it as well. Or if you don't come here and watch this video, you get to see it as well. It's not quite the same, but it's pretty close. There's a giant plume over in the distance there. It seems to be quite plumy, which you could infer out of that there's a giant fire going on over there, or yeah, in fact maybe like zombies have landed or something, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 large, 10 large fires actually. Not as large as the plumiest one at the back, but it does look like just the world is catching on fire in the distance. So this trip could turn into something significantly different if that's the case. I'm not entirely adverse to the idea, but we'll see what happens. If it is Armageddon or the end of the world, then different things will happen in different parts of the video. So, right now we're walking along, it's all looking very pleasant, and then something rather aggressive happens. The world drops away. You could definitely sit on a horse at the bottom of that and not be able to see out the top. Mikey looks like he's taking the exciting path, which I think we shall take. So yeah, here it is, the exciting path. Let us follow down. I've only got 1 stick now because I'm cameraing it up. Path of excitement. Significantly more dangerous than anything we've done thus far. Add a bit of excitement into our lives. Oh, Keen Eddie appears to have taken a different route. Being keen, like he wants to climb to the top of something before coming to the bottom. It's very pretty. Patrick is taking another route still. But anyway, back to the exciting path that we're taking. Fairly well trodden by the looks of things. A few mountain goats maybe. Yeah, it drops away quite severely to the left. If you were to fall down there, you'd have to. Huh? There we go. Bit of wall. Very interesting. And that's what we just came down. Treacherous. It looks like a giant in Lilliput standing in the middle of two valleys. I will crush your village with my feet. Pat! I will crush you. Crush you. Yeah. Exciting. Very good. Enjoyed that. But that's very nice. Pleasant surprise. Pleasant surprise 10 miles in. There we go. Climbing up the other side. There we go. pass down. Nice. Idiot Patrick have finished their excitement of that part too. There we go. Okay, so we're walking up, come to a fence, and it looks like just an apocalyptic wasteland in front of us. Not sure what's happened here. Maybe
using these trees to fund this war machine out of Wallsend.
I heard beavers were a bit of a problem in this area. There's a bit of a swamp.
Version of Gun.
Yeah, can I just come through? There's a kissing gate here, underutilised. But over this way we appear to have the swampland. This is not necessarily the sort of water that I would recommend that you drank if you were thirsty. There's some filtration straws that would certainly make the water clearer. I'm not convinced whether you should drink it or not. Yeah, so this is what we're going to traverse now. Keen eddies off, as usual, making front road progress, leaving everybody behind. But yeah, so this is what we're about to traverse. It's exciting. So we've crossed over the wall, not because we wanted to, but because that's just the way the route goes. Patrick has suggested that we haven't had an update in a while, so yeah, we've just walked, just come down over that stile and staircase, Copsland over on the right hand side, plenty of earthworks and lumps and bumps for us to be trekking over and around, a bit like grassy moguls. We're about 2.5 miles from Colliford. We're not 100% sure where we're staying. It's either going to be in a campsite, riverside campsite in Colliford that may or may not be open. If it's not open, then we've got a trifecta of choices. We can walk down to Wall and camp on their village green for free. We can walk a further 2.8 miles to Greengate's campsite and camp there for money. Or if we decide that we want a luxury option, we can go to the George's Inn Hotel. So we're not 100% sure what we're going to do to Colliford. Plan number one is the riverside campsite, and then really it just depends on time. It's going to be about 6:30, 7:15 by the time we get there, so walking an extra 2.8, probably off the cards. So we shall see what happens as we continue to trek across the country, 1 foot at a time. Patrick, do you have anything to say? You specifically requested this update.
No, I just felt like it had been a while. We need to keep in touch with the followers, ensure they're kept abreast of any change to scenery, which side of the wall we're on, things.
We're currently on the...
We are on the north side.
Oh.
So we're still heading back soon.
Does it feel like it's better or worse than the eastern side of the wall?
Southern side.
Southern side, yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
The one over there.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, this side does seem significantly more dangerous. You know, if you wanted to get across that wall, you have to go down the Vallum. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why it's there.
Suddenly had a craving for battered foods.
Yeah, couple of motorbikelists. And some lovely scenery, good views over into the background. Some wind farms, for those of you that like that sort of thing. Bit of clouds for you cloud people. We can go down, there we go, there's the ground that we're walking on. For those of you that are interested in grass and what styles of grass that we have in this area, there's some reeds in the Vallum, for those of you that like reeds. A little bit of something for everyone here. Fence work for you fencers out there. I want to admire a bit of fencing. There we go. We are walking just like we were earlier, in the same direction that we were walking in earlier. Stops to take in the view, take a little photograph. There's Mikey. There was a hiking technique to follow. This is not it. Not recommended that you hand carry your tent. You could end up suffering with a tent arm. Oh, apparently there's a delightful oak tree that we're going to come across. Patrick believes it to be the tree on the left hand side, just sitting in the Vallum at a slight angle. Apparently it's not an oak tree, so not if it's younger than that one. A 6-month-old oak tree would definitely be smaller than that. Are you going to go and see if it tastes like acorn? Okay. Eddie's going to try and identify the tree by its bark. Interesting idea. There we go. Eddie knows what an oak tree looks like. As we get closer to it, it gets bigger.
Yes, that's perspective, which...
Thank you for yours. Oh, it's a nice bit of Vallumage up past the tree. Look at that. If you were a rabbit, that'd be amazing. Again, it's another place for the old mountain board, a bit of a half pipe there. If you had your mountain board with you, you could carve up some earth. You know, you could perform a nollie or two. Maybe a McTwist. So, you wouldn't want to fall down there. That is a Vallum. I reckon if you were on a horse, you couldn't see out of this one either. Does this make this one equally as good or better than the last Vallum that we saw with that claim? I know. We're less convinced that the last Vallum we saw was a particularly exciting version, because this particular Vallum is significantly higher than the and right next to the wall. It's relevant, functional, and in the right place. So, there we go. That's a perfect example of a Vallum. So really, if you were attacking from this side, you'd be running across wide open fields, easily viewable, and then you would come up and you'd hit this little mound here, and you'd have to go down the Vallum, up the other side, and over the wall to punch a Roman in the face, Doesn't seem like it would be the easiest thing in the world to do. It's not something that I would like to be doing right now. This is definitely the preferable option out of the two. Yeah, so that's this update. We're doing alright. Colliford soon. It definitely runs perpendicular to the.
This ridge.
So yeah, what we believe we've seen is the first actual part of the wall, real wall as it were, rather than this fake wall that's probably made with bricks from that wall. But there is an actual sign on this wall that makes it look like it has some sort of relevance and importance. So you come with me whilst we establish what this sign says. Oh, it's really exciting. Oh my god. Look at it. Look at that. That's a wall. That's more of a wall than that is. Wow. Here we go. Hadrian's walls at Planet Rees. So, yep, look, there we go. Hadrian's wall at Planet Rees.
Plane trees.
You can call it plane trees if you want, but to me it's Planet Rees. 3 metre, after 3 metre wide foundations were laid, the most Hadrian's wall, the building of the broad wall began. Wow.
So the Romans never got as far where I currently am. This was literally beyond their influence. They ruled most of the known world. But there was a Roman there, and I was here. I could say, fuck Rome. And providing I got out of the way before he shot me with an arrow, I'd be fine.
Yep.
I probably want to take him a bit further away, to be honest.
Oh no, you're not allowed to do that. Oh, breaking the rules.
I don't care about the rules.
Every step counts. Every step counts.
Yeah, no.
It's all of them so far.
Documented. So Patrick, so start of day 3, how are you feeling? We just walked up a massive hill. It was a nice start to the day. It's, as you can see, we were down the bottom of that this morning. Now we're not. Maggie?
I feel good. I didn't even break a sweat. That was alright.
So, let's go back to Pat. He's repacking because his sleeping bag's too hard.
Oh, and we hate Eddie.
Oh, Keen Eddie has actually just walked off. He's gone. He has disappeared off into the future. We're quite tempted just to get a cab to the next spot, just so he has to walk it and we don't.
Yeah. And hopefully the people watching the video find that funny and don't miss any important information about the walk.
Yeah. We're going to crack on for a little while, I think, but
I don't know.
it depends. If we don't catch sight of Eddie, we might just cab it just to annoy him.
What, should we give it a 45-minute walk?
Yeah, maybe an hour.
Yeah.
See where we end up. We're all in quite a lot of pain at this stage, so our feet hurt quite a lot.
It'd be nice to
It'd be nice to take the weight off it a little bit. It's only agony, but that's fine. How's the agony, Pat?
Trust myself to just spout.
I thought I'd be feeling really bad after that horrible sleep.
Oh yeah, we had a really nice sleep last night in
I feel good.
what appeared to be minus weather. It's a nice surprise for us.
She reckons it's going to be minus tonight as well.
Who?
The lady in the shop.
Alright. We're 95% going to, 100% going to get a B&B tonight.
Yeah, Pat.
Patrick decided last night he'd rather camp, so we camped. Instead of having
jacuzzi,
B&B, massages, jacuzzi, garden chess and a nice meal.
Giant.
We camped because that's what we're here to do. And
that was the George Hotel. If anyone's doing a walk.
Yeah, just go there.
Really nice.
Don't camp.
Yeah, don't be a Pat. That's a Pat.
Anyway, yeah, that's what's happening so far. Right, so today we stayed somewhere that wasn't a tent.
Hello.
Again.
Hi.
Morning.
Hello.
How's everybody feeling this morning?
Oh, I feel fantastic.
I feel slightly less good.
Yesterday I felt good, but today I feel fantastic. I even ran to the place up there and then ran back. I'm not lying, I ran.
I saw him jog past.
Patrick is cooking water porridge with no milk.
It's pretty rank. It tastes really good though.
Well, we had better porridge that was designed to feel that way.
Yeah, mine's designed to be lovely.
They put a little bit of powder. I assume they put a bit of powdered milk in it, don't they?
They did something that made it taste better than Pat's going to. Yeah, so that's what happened here. It's quite nice. Where are we? We're where are we?
You've got some powdered sugar on you.
Where are we?
Powdered milk.
Where are we? Herding Hill Farm. Herding Hill Farm in a wigwam. If you stay for a couple of nights, you can get a.
Well, it's built by wax.
If you stay for a couple of nights, you can get a hot tub.
That's the 18th century Conservative Party.
Today we'll be walking over the hills and far away, away from here. Failed to make interesting.
Blitzed through as quickly as possible.
Patrick is doing his shoelaces up because his feet swell, so he didn't want to go too tight early doors. He wanted to make sure that he had room for expansion before he tightened it up for today. Would you like to talk about your technique in more detail, Patrick?
Well, I just figured, you know, I didn't go up a size in height, which is the standardised accepted practice to do. So, bearing in mind my feet are completely ruined, and then just again, trying to sort of wait for the swelling to happen at the time, but hopefully just will replace my feet. That's what I'm hoping.
Are you expecting those boots to be filled with stuff?
So yeah, day 4. More wall today. More walking today. Same as all the previous days, I suppose. So we've come and walked up and over that crag. We've been treated with a delightful little quarry pool. It's nice, isn't it? This is what real lakes look like. Beautiful. So yeah, so we'll continue walking this way, see what other delights we can see.
It's still there. Come on, stick. Come on, right stick. Now your left stick. Oh no.
Must be the raging torrent of the river that's making this game so thrilling.
Oh no. Let's see if yours are losing sight.
So, found a bridge. 2 of them decided to engage in poo sticks.
Yours is free.
Not wildly exciting.
Come on.
Oh, Mikey wins. There we go.
Win, Armin.
Good bridge though.
Good. Solid stone bridge, suitable for vehicles, not just walkers. Goes off into some maybe level 1 rapids further up. Wouldn't want to take a canoe down there. I guess you could.
Scraping on the floor.
Oh, the first stone style of the day. He's a mountain goat. Yeah, he's a proper mountain goat. Okay. And we continue off into the distance. So we've just passed across the top of this crag rather than taking the proper path. And as you can look out, when we get to the end of it, look at that. That is spectacular. That's beautiful. Path continues off down there, but I'm very glad that we took the extra effort just to climb across this ridge. It's beautiful. Apart from spot the base jumping so far. So we've just come over that little hill, wandered down this way, treated to a lovely little crag. Look at that, it's beautiful. Of all the crags you've seen so far, Pat, how does this one rate? It's up there, yeah? It's cragtaculous. There we go. And yeah, now we're going to tackle this climb. Oh, there's a nice another little quarry pond down there. We'll get a better view of that once we get to the top of this mountain. Anyway, enjoy the view. It's not going to be around for very much longer. So Patrick, how are we doing? How far have we got to go? Patrick is utilising Mr. Stedman, as always, the Bible of our trip.
There is some way to go, I'm not going to lie. Where would you like a distance to? The end?
Of where we need to be today.
Where we need to be today, a whole 10 miles.
A
mere 10 miles.
A mere 10 miles.
Yeah.
How many have we walked so far today?
Around 6.
Around 6.
But we've been going that way.
That way. Across the high stuff.
Yeah, and there was a lot of deliberate diversions across extra high bits that we wanted to review on.
Yeah,
we cut that shit out.
Yeah, we did crack it up.
Stop enjoying ourselves and get a move on.
Yeah, if only we'd just done this in a manner that was less enjoyable, we would have been further along.
Yeah.
Mikey, how are the facilities?
Yeah, they're nice. They're good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How would you rate them out of 10? Were they better than the 5-star showers we had last night?
Oh no, nowhere near them.
Oh, we
They were amazing.
Out of a 5-star rating, you'd give it a 2. Well,
That's
not that great. It's not that great. I think you might have over-egged them in the first place.
Clean, but they're not great.
Well, over here we have some kind of wicker bird.
That's where they burn the sacrificial bird once a year.
So this spot here is a renowned spot for mountain boarders. It's quite an extreme rated hill.
Ending in a wall.
Yeah. You have to be good at stopping.
You have to ollie the wall.
You have to have your badge in stopping on mountain boards to be able to tackle that one. Yeah, it's very nice. There's some water behind us that people put there when they dug a hole. And over there's a clay stove for all your pizza cooking needs, should you have brought dough with you and toppings and cheese. But you know, for those who have pre-planned, cook pizza here. Yeah, it's a shop. They sell some nice things in there, little trinkets and presents. They've got some nice walking sticks, some coffee, cold drinks. Patrick had a particularly nice cheese savoury sandwich that he asked for.
Okay, I mean it was no sausage and pickle.
Well, no, that's not what you wanted, was it?
You've been banging on about cheese all week. All week,
Patrick Begley here he actually didn't go to an NFL game that we all went to. We were in Diamond, and sapphire hospitality, getting
Leave
free
that out
drinks
in
and steaks,
those steaks.
and he decided to go around a friend's house and eat cheese for the day instead.
Oh, hang on. Right, no, sorry. I need to reclassify that. Cheddar Geddon. Cheddar Geddon. It's just going around a friend's house for cheese.
And
What?
which of these cheddars were in your fantasy team?
Mines.
Yeah. So this is the kind of person that we're dealing with. Ah, Mikey's phone has decided
Cheese
to
eating.
turn on after.
Black line
Buttons,
going down the
didn't you?
centre of it now though.
Alright.
The screen's already cracked.
Yes.
So cheese eating and surrender. Basically, cheese eating surrender monkey is what I'm trying to say here. You French monkey.
For all the French viewers, that is the opinions of Mr. Eddie Edwards, and not of the person.
Legally known as Daniel.
Oh yeah,
Those are the opinions of the nation of Great Britain.
according to Mr. Daniel
Yeah.
Edwards.
Does anyone want any
If anyone's taking
Yeah.
offence to this, just look up his profile on the beard version of Tinder. He's on there somewhere. Bristler, apparently that's called. This man here. Would you like to speak to the people who might be thinking of looking you up on Bristler? Well, that's
Have you still got the app?
Well, yeah.
Eddie, by the time this video goes out,
So ladies, this is what you could have had. This is what you could have had, but
Or potentially,
currently unavailable.
potentially still could, depending on how good a message you send him on Bristol.
Ideally, a picture of you on your knees.
Racist, sexist, and beardy. That is.
What a patch.
Yeah.
Should I last bit of chocolate?
No, a nice bit of chocolate. Look at that for me. Oh, it's all melty. This is the joys that we hold. That we hold? That was nice. That we have on journeys such as this. Back to Henry Stedman. He goes like a bookworm. You can't stop looking at it. Would you like to read us a passage?
No, it's broken again. It's completely separate.
What's of interest on the next map?
What's of interest on the next map? Okay. So there is going to be Thirlwell Castle.
Third World Castle.
No, Thirlwall Castle. Thirlwall means gap in the wall in the local dialects. The castle was built in a gap where it was crossed by the tip of the burn. Typically strong defensive opponent, Thirlwall was built to protect the owners from the crossbow of breathing raids that were rife this time.
They were rife with breathing raids.
They were, yeah.
He loves an alliteration, doesn't he?
He does.
Okay. We're going to start walking shortly because we need to.
Yeah.
We don't have much choice in the matter if we want to get to where we need to be. If we stay here, we won't get there. So we're going to do that. We've come up to a nice little bridge. We're following this little river down for a little while. Nice bridge, but we're swerving the bridge, I believe. We're coming up to a particularly treacherous part of the walk. One that, if you're not careful, you could die. Simple as that. Path going off that way. Another little bridge crossing another tributary of the same stream. But yeah, train track. Follow the instructions. They sneak up on you. Bang! It's the end of your walk. So stop, look, listen, beware of trains. Here we go. You can see up down that way. Bend in the rail, perfectly clear. Set this way, we can see a long way down that way, perfectly clear. It is now safe to proceed. And we're off. Here we go. We have safely passed the most dangerous section of the Hadrian's Walls walk. Yeah. And then we continue off. There's a road ahead, and more walking will continue. Sandy Sykes. halfway to camping. It is raining outside. That's our excuse. It did start raining after we arrived here. We had no idea of the weather change. Gators tomorrow. That's what I've been saying.
What?
Gators.
What, alligators?
No.
Crocodile?
Hiking gators. Maybe you should be more prepared.
What, in Carry?
Gators for just this exact scenario.
Oh, right. I've got one of them.
No, gators. It's probably not going to be raining tomorrow. If it's raining tomorrow, waterproof trousers, obviously, because you've got your waterproof trousers.
Well, I've got different trousers that are waterproof than these ones.
So, yeah. But should it stop raining, obviously you don't need to be wearing waterproof trousers because it's raining. What you do is you wear gaiters, which are the waterproof things from the knee down that just protect the bottom of your trouser from the side of your boot as you along the ground. Gaiters.
I don't mind if my trousers get wet because it's water.
It's cold.
I'll be
What
walking.
happens in the evening that night when you get into your tent? You're all cold and you want to keep your trousers on because you want to go to sleep.
Are we camping tomorrow?
We're camping every night. Then gators. In this kind of weather, gators are what you need. Don't listen to Eddie. He knows nothing. Well, that's not strictly true. He knows some things.
He doesn't know how to stop himself from getting burnt. Even wore a woolly hat today. We could have done it.
We're getting closer with my head.
No. It's nice. Don't do that.
Not like that.
Yeah. So tomorrow we will continue our trekking across the way, probably to Carlisle, maybe closer. Not sure yet. Might go past Carlisle if we're really brave. Yeah. That's that. That's where we are. 76 Bunkhouse. Very nice. No, it's probably not the best bunkhouse we've been in so far, but it is better than being outside. As you can see, the floor is now wet, as per what happens when it's raining. Let's go back inside. Yeah, please vacate by 10 AM, so we know when we will be removed from the premises. It's very nice, lots of trinkets on the wall. They've provided some nice wooden bowls and some for throwing on the fire when we run out of wood. We do have a dartboard. If I would just like to show you the quality of this dart that's currently, we have darts. No, we will be playing darts this evening should we wish to partake in such things. There's some more stuff. Yep, there you go, look. There's some wood.
One helmet there. There's a paper talking about a plane crash locally. Do you need that much shot of wood?
For all you wood fans out there, that was 30 seconds of wood.
Yeah, but you could have done free stroke. You could do that in the.
And the fans.
Do that live. You could have done that in the edit.
For all your hunting pleasure. Oh yeah, for virtual fire fans. Here we go.
For them, it's virtual. No, it's just the real fire.
Trying to get a good angle on it.
CGI-fied version.
There we go. It looks blue in this. It's not gas, I promise. A few bottle collecting fans. There are a collection of bottles. And there's a green one. It says Renegade. And then what else have we got? Nothing really worth. Just a hat. How's your walk been so far?
It's been okay. I enjoyed today. I could have walked further.
Lucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I concur with Pat's point. It's been a very enjoyable day in terms of terrain and scenery.
Good. There you go. There you have it. It's been a good day. Slightly wetter at the end than it was at the beginning.
Oh, you should definitely stay here on the walk.
Day 5. We've left Sandy Sykes Bunkhouse. Today we decided, because we've got 18 miles to do and we're all a bit tired, we decided to have our bags taken by Hadrian's Hall. So they're going to be just delivered off ahead of us, so we can have a slightly easier 5th day. But yeah, as we come down here, there's a nice little waterfall. It's quite pretty. See it in a moment. There we go. So come through. Woo! Look at that.
Beautiful.
The river flows down.
Love it how it don't even look like the river's moving, does it?
No.
It's so clear, so beautiful, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah. Probably drops into a grade 2 rapid. Definitely fun to go down on your canoes if you're that way inclined.
Oh, fuck the canoe,
So
just on your bum.
if you've been carrying your canoe with you along the walk, this is a perfect opportunity to crack it out and have a little go.
Yeah, it's probably deep down there as well.
Yeah, it's at least 2 foot deep. But there's a bridge. So as we all know, we've got some big bridge fans watching. So let's have a look at this bridge and see what's so special about it. It looks like it's a steel girder formation with a wooden handrail. Not particularly ergonomic, but it's got a nice curve to it. It's a stone bridge, yeah? Yeah, and then we have metal girders. And we cross over what can only be described as a serene river. Probably wouldn't drink the water. No. We come round some steps which allow us to go higher. Anyway, so we're onwards past Carlisle today. It's a Roman Hall Lodge. And we've got another wigwam. Significantly cheaper than the last one that we got. I think this one's 40 quid for the night. The last one was 119. So definitely worth checking out. So as we continue to bring you the beautiful sights of Hadrian's Wall. Nice cow field over here today. We've been walking almost exclusively through farmers' fields around the edges of them. But right now we're coming up to our second major motorway crossing of the holiday. So we thought it would be worth documenting. This is going to be some bridge that we're going to be crossing. Lonely flower there. Sort of a metaphor for my walk with this lot. So here we go. I can hear the motorway, just about see it. It's quite exciting. As we pass up onto the brow, we'll cross over onto the tractor path. Quite an extreme mountain boarding section down here for those of you that like to carve between the trees. Okay, bridge. Quite a difficult bridge to jump off if that was your plan. You have to climb up quite high, not many footholds. You have to take your shoes and socks off, I think. Get your toes in through the holes.
This was the M6, but it's not, as you can see.
It's slightly less motorway than one would imagine a motorway to be. So.
Yeah, well, the M6 is still to come.
Ah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we'll come back when we've got the M6 for real. We've walked up through the farmlands into Carlisle. We're walking through a park at the moment, following the river up. We'll be coming up to an iron bridge shortly, so I thought I would get the camera out so we can document this bridge for all the bridge fans out there. There's a nice wooden bench, look at that, that is solid. All you bench fans, that's a nice bench. Yeah, it's like a nice park, lots of dogs running around. Nice and open. A few trees. Little river. It's nice. It's been quite a tough walk. Quite a lot of pain at the moment. The left knee tendon in here is just really causing me problems. Walking across flat ground like this isn't too bad. It's when I'm going downhill really, I put all my weight down. Just doesn't like it. But strapped out best I can. Just ploughing on. It's ignorable at the moment, but kind of. Keep cracking on, hopefully get to the end of today. Relax up in our wigwam. Staying at Roman lodges. That should be nice. Only 40 quid for the night, which is significantly cheaper than the wigwam we stayed in a couple of nights ago, which was 119 quid I think, for 4 of us. This one's just 40 quid, and it's got a telly in there. So a nice place. We're doing a really good time today because we haven't got packs, so we are smashing it. We've maintained 3 mile an hour consistently all day at least. Rickaby Park, that's where we are at the moment. And here is the Iron Bridge. Acorn on the gate. Acorn on the gate, inferring that we're still on the Hadrian's path. Some nice fish. Little metal fish. Nothing makes your day like a metal fish. I think that's cheered me right up. But yeah, coming across a bridge that I've never walked across before. So this is a exciting time, crossing over the river. Which river is this? Yeah, this is the river that runs through Carlisle. The Carl, apparently. I don't think that's right, but it's swirly and nice, couple of eddies. Pretty clear water actually. Looking at it through there. Now back to the bridge. Look at that, magnificent, magnificent architecture. If we were to build a bridge, this is the sort of bridge that I would like. Oh, there's a canoeist. Oh, he's obviously, he appears to be fishing, which is pretty cool. Maybe he'll be hitting some of the rapids that we saw earlier, later on. But right now, pretty beautiful little bend in the river. As we cross over, we're basically heading down into Carlisle, where we're going to stop for some lunch. And I think we've got about an hour and a half's walk after that to get to where we're staying. About 2 o'clock-ish now. All is well. Another little bridge down there, just in case you rather take that route. It goes into a golf course. Very nice. There we go, we're just coming to the end of the bridge now. There we go, we all got to experience something I've never done before together. Oh yeah, see, going down even just a small incline like this causes me exceptional amounts of pain. But yeah, I think we're heading off that way. Looks like a building that we can head towards. Following the river around to the right and heading into town. Last day today, got about 9 miles to go. Pretty much all exclusively roads. Yeah. Yep, so this is pretty much going to be us. We're hoping to finish by absolute latest 2 o'clock. Train's at 6:30, so it'll give us plenty of time to get back over to the train. We've set ourselves up for relatively easy last day. We've left our packs at the place we stayed so we could just pick them back up on the way back, because it was significantly easier yesterday without having to carry packs. Why make your life difficult? Reckless bravado, that's what could be said. We've learned from our mistakes. We might come back and do this again. If we did, we'll do it by sending the packs on each day, just makes your life that much easier. For £5 extra, or whatever it is, £6, it's just a no-brainer really. Halfway through the day you'd pay someone £30 to carry your bag for you, so you might as well pay them £6 in advance. Yeah, so we're heading up into Beaumont, and then I guess we'll be walking down the marshes. Pretty much, apparently it's just a really long straight road. There might be some diversions due to flooding and stuff. That's happened apparently 2 years ago even. They're still dealing with issues that they had from flooding. How are you feeling, Patrick?
Feet bruised. Turns out my weight is too much for my feet. So the blisters have now subsided, but I've got some significant bruising. Interesting.
Eddie?
Hello.
How are you feeling? Last day?
Also, Dan, I've only had 2 blisters from the day when my feet got unfortunately wet. One of those completely healed. The other one is on the back of my foot, so it only hurts when I get my boot on and off. But other than that, spending yesterday thinking about the packs, a good night's sleep, and feel good.
Good pub last night as well. We went to the Drover's Rest. It was like it's just won loads of awards for being the best pub. Good ale, yeah. We had flights of beers, had an imperial stout.
Pub of the year finalist.
Yeah.
Northumbrian pub of the year.
Very, very good pubs. If you're coming this way, definitely stop in at the Drover's Rest.
They had about 5 or 6 different awards for pub of the year, didn't they?
Yeah.
National pub of the year.
We had a little game of Scrabble,
Pub of the year, 3 years
game of
from
chess,
now.
dominoes.
Pub of the year.
And their food looked amazing. We didn't have food because we decided to have a barbecue instead. But yeah, we were given some free chips because apparently they cooked too many and they were delicious.
They were nice, weren't they? They were proper chips. They was like 1 potato, 8 chips. Proper, and they were cooked perfect as well, fluffy in the middle and still crunchy on the outside. Really hard technique to get right.
Okay. For all you chip fans out there, Drover's Rest.
Yeah.
Highly recommended. Yeah, so we're going to walk this way for a little bit longer and then we'll document something of interest as we go along. What do we have here?
Bridge. This might be our last bridge. What's our bridge situation?
I would say this goes over a 0.5 rapids for all you canoeists out there. You could ride your canoe down this, it's a little shallow. There are anti-canoe measures put in place a bit further up there. The farmer obviously doesn't like canoeists on his field. There's a barbed wire fence going across, but a little duck and little well-timed Eskimo roll will see you past that. So it's a very ergonomic bridge. It's got one of these curved handrails, foot grips. It's an all-weather bridge.
Similar to an earlier bridge we passed, which I was unimpressed with, but this being towards the end, I'm more happily disposed towards the bridges.
Yeah, so there we go. Didn't expect that treat. Here we are walking down a very exciting stretch of the trail. There we go, standing natural beauty off to our right. Apparently this area will flood somewhere in around the next couple of hours or so. Which is nice. Very windy. Very long, very straight. reckon we're going to be in Bowness in approximately 2 hours. It's about 6 miles away. We're hitting 3 miles an hour today. Well, we're battling against this wind at the moment. It's pretty hard. It's got to be at least 12 mile an hour winds, maybe 60 mile an hour winds. Good kite wedding, good kite flying weather. You've got your mountain board with you. You could easily do a bit of power boarding with a kite. If you brought a giant kite with you as well, and you hadn't cast your mountain board off yet, you could definitely pull yourself along. Make life a bit easier for yourself. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Similar process to the last few days. Walking, observing, enjoying the nature. Not so much each other's company, but that's not new. That's been pretty much before we came. Yeah, so we're just going to keep walking off into the distance. This just pretty much goes on and on and on until we get to the other end. Nice little honesty station. Lyle bite. We had a nice coffee, a couple of chocolate bars, ice cream. It is that sort of weather, ice cream weather. Now we've got about an hour's walk, and then we get to go home. Woo! Yeah, so off we go. Quite a windy day today. It's pretty cold. Seems to have perked up slightly. There's some ominous looking clouds off in that direction behind the farmhouses. Hopefully we can beat them before they drop their load onto us. Yeah, Lyle bite, highly recommended. 4 out of 5 for a honesty station. There's even a toilet there as well. This downhill stretch is a popular area with cyclists. Yeah, march on up the road. We're looking for a bench, because a bench signifies there's about 100 metres left until we are on the final map of Stedman's fine guide. It's not the one then. That's not the bench, mate. Yeah. So we're looking for a bench, because once we've gone past that by about 100 metres, we'll be on our last map. Map number 45 out of
45.
There we go. So we will have traversed 45 maps. It's very exciting. We're almost at the end. We've got, well, almost a map left to walk. It's quite exciting. Nice little path through the woods here. Bit of a bog down there. I think you might find the odd crocodile in there if you stayed around at night, but we won't be doing that today. We did enjoy the blue skies of Carlisle last night, a starless sky, as you do get over Carlisle. It's a funny meteorological anomaly. Not geological, as Pat said yesterday. Yeah. There we go, so yeah, so we're walking up until we find this bench, and then once we've found that bench we'll walk some more. very shortly we will stop walking. Certainly the sort of distances that we've been walking over the last 2 days. So follow us as we come walking around the corner looking for our bench. Yeah, nice view out over the estuary. Looks very wet. Looks like very wet water. I am going to stop recording here actually before we find the bench, because I've noticed the camera's only on 1 bar of battery and I definitely want to document the final steps to the finishing hut, as thousands of people have done before us. It'd be a shame to run out of battery as that happens, so you can just assume that we find the bench and we carry on walking. It's a safe assumption to make. Okay. Apparently we're almost there. Only 100 yards or so to go. It's very exciting. Oh, and there it is. The end. End of Hadrian's Wall Path. Holy Crimea balls. Many said that we wouldn't do it. Mikey's now decided to...
Yes, yeah, we're all the way from Newcastle. 6 days. Rich, just want to let you know, this was your idea. I blame you. And it's a stupid idea. I don't know why we've done this.
Experience.
Yeah, but so's being flayed.
Well done. Well done all.
There we go. Show of solidarity. Many people said that this would end in tears.
There were some. On the -5 night. Mainly from Mikey.
Woo! Yeah, so there we go. That's the end of it. Thanks for watching the video. I thoroughly recommend that you do everything that we did. I'll end on Mikey. Mikey, last words?